I'm Tejaswini Patwardhan, founder of Open Minds Productions. Let me ask you a question. What does it take to bring about a change? Thinking differently? Yes, definitely. But more than that, making things happen. We are coming up with a series called Bheer Se Alag, in which we shall meet people from different walks of life. People who have made a positive impact in the world around them. People who are part of the crowd, भीड़ का हिस्सा, पर फिर भी भीड़ से अलग. When it rains, most of us think of chai and pakoras and maybe everlasting traffic jams. But a few amongst us do think of rainwater harvesting. One of the easiest ways to save water is to simply collect it. And to explain all about rainwater harvesting, we have today with us Yogesh Asrekar. Hi, Yogesh.
Hi, Tejaswini. Thanks for having me here.
Yogesh, you implemented rainwater harvesting in your housing society 15 years back when it wasn't even heard of much. So how did that idea strike you then?
It was more than 15 years back, and the borewell we had was drying up earlier, and it reached a point where it started drying in January itself. So I convinced the committee to do the recharge method of rainwater harvesting. And as a result, today the borewell runs right up to June. So we have the borewell water all through year. So it has helped, and being the first society in the complex, others saw the benefits and they also implemented, and they also benefited in the whole process because of the recharge method.
So has it also helped in maybe controlling flooding in light to medium rains? Does this help in any way?
Yes, it does help in the light and medium rains that our premises, building premises, starts flooding a little later because it's first the water is collected in the recharge pits, and only when the recharge pit is overflowing and it's only then the water starts flooding the other areas. So yes, it does help. And if if in the entire city everybody does recharge pits, I'm sure it would definitely prevent a lot of water from going into the storm.
I think Chennai is doing it quite well. Rainwater harvesting is implemented in Chennai.
Chennai and Mumbai. Yeah, Chennai and Mumbai both have the same rule. The rainwater harvesting is mandatory.
Oh,
however, in Mumbai, the builders flout the guidelines and get away.
Well, how cost effective is rainwater harvesting for housing societies in particular?
The collection method is a little expensive, but the recharge method is very reasonable. You could probably, depending on what area is there, you could probably do it as low as 2 lakh rupees. So it's not a major cost. And not only that, there's no recurring cost. It's just a question of a little bit of labor every year before monsoons to just clean the recharge pits, and that's about it. So it's a lifelong cost which you have to spend only once. That's it.
So it is sustainable. One capital investment and it does last for a long time.
Absolutely sustainable. Absolutely sustainable.
Yogesh, I know that you've implemented solar panels as well at your farm. So can you throw some light on solar paneling as well?
Yes, solar paneling is the future, and if India wants to be energy abundant, then solar is the key. What I have done is because my farm is in the wild and a lot of times the light goes off and you need at least the light. So I have implemented a small solar module which gives us light all night long in case of any power disruptions. So that is the thing. However, I plan to implement solar panels along the periphery and have my entire energy on the solars. And not only that, but once net metering starts in the rural areas, then I will also be able to give that to the grid. So that would also help.
How sustainable is solar paneling in urban areas for housing
So
societies?
a lot of societies have started already doing this. However, to encourage it, there are a couple of roadblocks which the government needs to remove, whereby they can see a more vibrant and active participation from the societies towards the rooftop solar panel.
So do the terraces, probably those must be the only spaces where paneling can be installed. Do they have enough space with all the pipelines running? So does it require, how much of space does it require depending on how many panels you want to set?
The space is more or less enough, but of course there are other buildings on which create shadows. So depending on that, they do a feasibility. But the pipelines and all are not a hindrance because the solar panels are on stilts above the surface. So they are good, and not only that, and they prevent the rain hitting the RCC slab to a large extent. As a result, your leakages and all also are reduced. So that is an added advantage, which is very minimal, but it is there.
I guess there are endless reasons why collecting rainwater and having solar energy is essential. From doing your part for the environment to saving money on bills to having
Yes.
access for water and electricity all the time. I mean, nothing
True.
better than that. Thanks
True,
a lot,
absolutely.
Yogesh, for being here and clearing our ideas about rainwater harvesting and solar paneling. Thank you.
My pleasure, Tejaswini. Thanks a lot.